Hey folks, see Rachana Ranade here, and I welcome you all to yet another Thursday live stream. Last Thursday, I did not do the live stream. Reason was very simple. It was Dasara, and I'm sure everyone must be enjoying with their families on Dasara. This time, I thought let everyone enjoy with their respective families rather than me celebrating it with my extended family. So last Thursday, chutti le liya tha. Today, we are going to talk about 3-4 points. Number one, we'll understand about where Nifty is right now. As promised, we will be also including a section on Nifty mid cap, Nifty small cap. And then we'll also talk about one more very interesting IPO, Robeco IPO. CA Rachana Ranade entered the studio. Oh, I don't know. I just got a notification. Anyways. So we are going to talk about that as well. But before we talk about today's discussion, let me tell you that we are going to discuss that news. 1 minute. It was a mind-blowing news that I read. It was about the IPO that I covered. I hope you have already seen the IPO. Just a second. I just wanted to show the exact number. Yes. LG Electronics. I hope you have already seen my video on LG Electronics. If you have not, Pooja, if you can just pin the link of LG Electronics video in the chat. What a subscription. LG Electronics has become the first ever IPO in India to cross 4 lakh crore mark in subscription. That is crazy. 4 lakh crore in IPO subscription. So, I mean, very happy with the overall response. I mean, those who saw my video, you already know about it. I'd mentioned about how they were highest in a lot of parameters. We had done a peer comparison. And typically, you know, what happens is that if the financials are really good, then the valuation is also kept at a higher side. But it was a very different point. If you saw, the PE ratio that they had placed was not only lower as compared to the industry average, it was lower than the lowest. So typically what we say that they had kept a lot of value on the table. So will be interesting to see where it lists. Of course, I mean, it is going to be a fun listing. Let's see how does it open up. But happy with the 4 lakh crore subscription that it got. Now let's move on with today's discussion, which is on Canara Robeco IPO. I'm just going to quickly tell you about some key pointers. Let me first share you the very first, for those who saw the thumbnail and they're like 13,000% returns. And how could that be? So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. We will try and wrap up the key pointers of this in another 5 to 7 minutes. So next 5 to 7 minutes, I want 100% attention and you will understand a lot about Canara Robeco IPO. Okay. Shallow. So with that, let's focus on the RHP. Now, if you see here, this is something which brings in a lot of pain. Details of the promoter selling shareholders offer for sale. Weighted average cost of acquisition per equity share. This is where you go, weighted average cost of acquisition. Okay. Two key promoters. One is Canara Bank, you can see here, and second one is Oryx Corporation Europe. By the way, if you know this this company, here you can see Canara Robeco Mutual Fund, Canara Robeco AMC basically, which is coming up with the IPO. It's a joint venture of Canara Bank and Oryx Corporation Europe. And if you see here for Canara Bank, weighted average cost of acquisition per equity share, 2 rupees. They've bought it at 2 rupees per equity share. And if you look at what is the price band for this, I'll show you the price. Price band is 253 to 266 rupees per share. Oh God. You can imagine this. Even if we had bought any share at 2 rupees and had it gone to 266, I bet we might have had 10 shares. Bahut ho gaya to be 100 shares. I mean, as an investor, getting 13,000% return is a dream. Till date, I don't think I have achieved that in even one share. 13,000 is too much. 13,000%. Let's see if when I will be 60 and when I will be doing a live stream on a Thursday. Maybe at that time I may be able to say that I got 13,000% return on these shares. Let's see if that happens when I turn 60. Okay, till then, let's understand about the key parameters of this company, Canara Robeco. India's second oldest AMC, joint venture between Canara Bank and Robeco. Main thing, I'm sure everyone knows what an AMC does. It manages the money for the mutual fund schemes. Okay, and for that, what do they get? They receive fees. Okay, fees for managing the funds. How many schemes do they manage? 26 schemes are managed by them. 12 equity, 10 debt, 4 hybrid. Remember this number. This is very, very important number because something pretty important is going to come up based on this at risks wala point. 26 schemes managed by the company by this Canara Robeco AMC. Remember this: 12 equity, 10 debt. Okay. QAAUM. Now, what is this? Quarterly average asset under management is 1,110 billion rupees. Wow. And if you feel that this is very, very high quarterly average AUM of 1,110 billion, for that, how will I understand whether this is a big number or not? For that, I'll have to do a peer comparison. Correct. I will show you the peer comparison also in the coming section. But before that, company has a stable market share around 1.5% to 1.6% of the industry. That's it, 1.5 to 1.6%. Have a look at this. This is where Canara Robeco is. You can see here, bottom 1, 2, 3. Canara Robeco AMC, 1.5% market share in 2023, 1.6 in 2024, 1.5 in 2023 again. Okay, 2025 again. Sorry. So, good thing they're at least steady there. I may say share has dropped a little bit from 1.61% to 1.5%, but they're in the range fairly of 1.5 to 1.6%. But look at their peers. SBI Mutual Fund market share 15%, ICICI Pru 13%, HDFC 11%, Nippon 8%, Kotak 7%, Aditya. Their peers are way higher as compared to the market share of the total quarterly average assets under management. Okay. Now, if you look at the business of an AMC, of course, they will be able to earn more if the AUM is more. And for AUM to increase, they have third-party distributors, which account for 73% of the total monthly average asset under management. So MAAUM is monthly average asset under management. QAAUM was quarterly average asset under management. Okay. And needless to say, Canara Bank is one of the top 2 distributors for both equity and hybrid schemes. I'm sure this might have happened with you all as well. Whenever you walk into any bank, they'll say, mutual fund paije, mutual fund madhe invest karta. So they'll basically ask you questions about your investment journey in mutual funds. If you say that, no, I'm not sure, they'll try and pitch you the mutual fund, which is but obvious. They are going to get commissions for that. I mean, nothing bad per se if they are pitching the right mutual fund for you based on your risk appetite, based on your goals. That is where Canara Bank is one of the top 2 distributors for their schemes. Okay. Now, let's understand one more point. How much revenue do they get geographically? Maharashtra accounts for a big share. 31% of their total monthly average asset under management comes from Maharashtra. You know, Maharashtrian people are very good at investment. So big share coming from Maharashtra for them. Overall industry analysis is it's simple and straightforward that overall industry is anyways growing very nicely. AUMs are increasing. The outlook is good. Overall equity segment, which is one of the main growth drivers, that's projected to expand between 20 to 21% CAGR, reaching 107 trillion rupees by 2030. So no problem in industry analysis. I'm sure everyone will agree with this fact that the overall mentality of people has definitely changed, and the way they look at FDs and SIPs is now very, very clear. For long-term goals, people have a very clear mindset that they are going to use mutual funds for long-term goals, FDs only and only for short-term needs, right? So with that, no problem with the overall AUM thing. If I want to check some financials basics, revenue has grown at 40% CAGR, good enough. EBITDA at 52% CAGR, PAT at 55% CAGR. So no problems per se. Risks, something important. Now listen to this, okay? One of our equity schemes and 9 of our debt schemes have underperformed relative to their respective benchmark indices over a 1 year. Sorry. क्या हो गया आज? Bless me. So 9 debt schemes have underperformed out of, oh God. Sorry. I was in Mumbai for 3 days and I was continuously in AC. It's very difficult for me. When I go outside the AC, it was pretty hot. I mean, outside the room, it was very hot. Inside the room, I was in an AC room, so already sneezing a lot since morning. Anyways, this is my risk right now. We have to focus on company risks. 9 out of 10 debt schemes. You'll be like, where did you read 10? Listen to this. 1 of their equity schemes and 9 of their debt schemes. If you remember the first slide where I had mentioned 12 equity and 10 debt schemes is what they have, and out of 10 they are underperforming in 9 debt schemes, and out of 12 in equity they are underperforming in only 1. That is okay, not a big deal. What have they given in their RHP? If our investment schemes underperform our AUM, if our investment schemes underperform, our AUM could decrease, negatively impacting our results of operations, which is absolutely logical. If the underperformance continues, there's a great chance that their AUM may decrease. If AUM decreases, their fees could also see an adverse impact. One more risk, Maharashtra accounts for a big chunk of their revenue. Understandable. Not, I don't feel that's like a super big thing. No big pointers in litigation. Peer comparison, and for that I wanted to show you the actual RHP as to how the peer comparison looks like. The page number is 138 onwards. I think for PDF it should be like this. Okay, I'll quickly show you. So this is how they have given the peer comparison. Just to give you some example, okay. Canara Robeco versus HDFC AMC. Here you can see Canara Robeco versus HDFC AMC. Now, if I scroll down, they have given Canara Robeco versus Nippon Life AMC. Okay. Here you see Canara Robeco versus Aditya Birla. That's how they have given, right? So just to give you 1 or 2 quick pointers on, let's say, Canara Bank versus HDFC AMC. Look at the mutual fund QAAUM as of 31st March 2025, 1,033 billion rupees of quarterly average asset under management. But look at HDFC, 7,739 billion quarterly average asset under management. Okay, that's a big one, right? Now, even if you look at the SIP contributions, SIP monthly contributions, the amount for 31st March, it is 7.51 billion rupees, correct? This is SIP monthly contribution in rupees, 7.5 billion rupees. But for HDFC, it is 36.5 billion, 5 times bigger. So this is HDFC AMC. I'll just tell you just as 2 examples, right? Here again, if you check quarterly average asset under management, here 31st March 2025, 1,033, Nippon 5,571. And even if you look at the same number, monthly contribution 7.51, and here it is 31.8 billion rupees. All in all, why did I wanted to show this to you? Because many people, what they do, they look at the valuation and they'll say HDFC copy 48, Nippon 43, and this is only 25. Very good, undervalued. Look at the size also. I just gave you 2 examples on how big HDFC AMC is, how big Nippon AMC is. If their overall volumes are high, I've only shown you revenue, their profit numbers also, if they're pretty high as compared to Canara Robeco, then in that case, obviously they have to price it lower as compared to their peers. So just don't say, looking at this slide, that it's cheaply valued, right? Look at the overall size of their peer as well. 100% OFS, that is one thing to know. You can see our fresh issue is 0. Entire is an OFS price band 253 to 266. Issue is open today, closes on 13th of October. All in all, fair enough, looks interesting. But whatever is your decision, definitely you can tell me if you plan to invest in this IPO or not. But right now the thing is that 2 big IPOs have already recently closed. One was Tata Capital, the other one that I told right now, we discussed, which was about LG Electronics. 2 IPOs back to back. If people have already applied, again, liquidity is a question. So just let's see if anyone, if you would want to tell in the comment section if you plan to apply or not. Would love to even hear your perspectives. What I have tried to do right now in like last, I think 10 minutes or so, I just tried to give you a fair enough idea about the entire IPO. Okay, we will understand about 3 important points right now. One is Nifty level, one is mid caps, one is small caps. And before that, I hope everyone already knows about my Har Ghar Investor event, which is happening in Hyderabad day after tomorrow, And if you see, fantastic response, really happy with the response. I think last 100 seats remaining. If you see here, this is where the stage is going to be. And if you see here, all these gray dots, all these are sold out tickets. I mean, corner seats and few at this back. Yeah. That is why I always say, if you have made up your mind that you have to come to the show, try to book the tickets early so that you get these middle seats right in the front. But anyways, you still ABC last corner is pending. So any person who wishes to attend this, last 1 or 2 days remaining. I had the early bird discount, which was running, I think, till day before yesterday, but it's a Thursday live stream. Thursday live stream demands something special. So I will still give you the early bird offer. It's 100 rupees off on every single ticket. So anyone who wishes to go ahead and book their ticket, that is the QR code for you all. It's a Razorpay link. Anyone who wants to directly go and choose their own seat on Book My Show, of course, that is also possible. But then convenience fee is extra and 100 rupees more for the Book My Show thing. Basically, Book My Show is normal. For this link, it's 100 rupees off. We are going to discuss about fundamental analysis using AI in the Hyderabad event. I'm going to specifically talk about my target for Nifty. There is going to be a separate Q&A session where you can ask your questions directly to me. For those who have attended my Hargar Investor event, they know about the overall format. It's a pure play edutainment format where it's education plus entertainment. We play something like Kaun Banega Crorepati. It's fastest finger first. Questions are displayed on a big LED screen, and you all answer the questions on your mobile phones. The answers reflect on screen. It's fun. It's super fun. So anyone who is in Hyderabad, who is around Hyderabad, would really love to see you all. I've given the link in the pinned comment in the description box, and would really love to see you all in big numbers, right? As I mentioned, last 150 seats remaining. I was about to say issue opens day after tomorrow. The event happens day after tomorrow. So book your seats as soon as possible, right? With that, let's quickly also check Nifty Midcap Small Cap Index. If you check the Nifty 50 index to kickstart on a daily basis, what a recovery. This week has been really good, almost 400 points rally this week, but we are in a choke zone right now again. Will be really interesting to see if we are able to break the day before yesterday high, 25,200 high. We have one more choke zone right here, which was the previous swing high. Previous to previous swing high, we have an immediate previous swing high at 25,400. So all resistance levels back to back coming up. So it will be interesting to see whether we are able to cross those resistance levels or not. And I think the upcoming Q2 results can be a big decider on whether we will be able to pull this off or not. So definitely keep an eye on the upcoming results, right? Talking about the mid cap index and the small cap index, I think I've shown this to you already. No big change per se. This is like an inverse head and shoulder pattern in making, but has not yet breached the neckline. This is for mid cap. And Nifty small cap also, CNX, Nifty small cap, 100. I think we had drawn this last week, but this is the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder, and still the neckline is about to break. So mid caps are closer to the neckline as compared to small caps. So let's see which breaks out first, whether it's mid cap or small caps, and that's where some interesting fireworks can be seen maybe. So really interesting to see how these perform. Okay. With that, let's take some quick question and answers. We do have 10 more minutes. I'm going to stop the stream today at 9:30. I'm not sure whether it's visible on my face or not, but I am really tired. I've been, there in Mumbai, as I mentioned, for the last 3 days, and has been pretty hectic. So maximum 10 more minutes. Before that, a quick shout out to our new members, Mithun, Shubh, Yash, Bhavna, Sudhir. Who else? Varun. A big and warm welcome to everyone, to our YouTube memberships. Okay, Yakati Kishore is saying, good evening, ma'am. Please confirm that LNT chart breakout for cup and handle pattern. Okay, let me see your answers. I'm waiting for like next 30 seconds. Everyone who can check LNT ka chart, and you have to tell me whether it's a cup and handle breakout or not. I will check it for myself. Unfortunately, I can't share the screen because it will be like last 3 months data, which I'm not allowed to show. But always remember, cup and handle will be. Okay, one minute. I'm just checking the chart. Others. If you have to share something, huh? I'm not going to tell the answer just like that. Everyone, I want your answers. I'm not going to tell the answer right away. At least 2-3 people should give their answer. Till then, I'll take next few questions. Does US government shutdown impact Indian markets? Not much. Me and I solid team. Kya baat hai? I'm new member. Definitely check our pro investor videos. You'll definitely find a lot of knowledge. Kunal Deshmukh says finding multi-bagger using AI was mind blowing. Thank you so much. Krishna says, ma'am, do you know there is a stock market based board game I saw at mall? As a stock market fanatic, I think you will love that. Of course, I have it. I have bought that game for my kid. It is okay. I mean, didn't love it like, didn't make me fall in love with the board game. ठीक है. As a beginner, it is okay. Little bit entertaining. Hassan says, looks like that. Maybe he's talking about L&T. Samir says, daily chart cannot see cup and handle. It's not like a textbook pattern thing. Okay. Okay, any other question? Okay. Sunit asks, hello ma'am, is it true company with great fundamentals but huge market cap like 1,50,000 crore plus has low potential of becoming a multi-bagger because of its market cap, or will it grow as any other great stock? Okay. See, if it's about multi-baggers, the actual definition of a multi-bagger is if a stock becomes 2x or more than that, it is a multi-bagger. Okay, so even large cap stocks definitely can become multi-baggers. But if you are looking like crazy multi-baggers like 30x, 40x, 50x, chances are very low if it's like already at 1,50,000 market cap, 1,50,000 crore market cap, right? Inverse head and shoulder pattern seen in Nifty PSU Bank. Oh, that's an index. I can definitely show that. Nifty PSU. Interesting. Just checking. Weekly chart looks way more interesting. I'll show it to you. Who was that, by the way? Kunal Deshmukh again. Kunal is doing very good today. No, sorry. Yes, this is Nifty PSU. Okay, if you see this, I can also show it. There's head and shoulder. So you can see this is like the left shoulder, the head, right shoulder, breakout, and sustaining above it. Very interesting. This is on a weekly time frame. So will be really interesting to track PSU banks. Very nice. Very nice, Kunal. I have never tracked that stock, I'll be honest. You have to share something. I will not just directly tell about Balakrishna Industries. Ma'am, can you provide insights on gold and silver as they seem stretched too much at the moment? Yes, of course. I mean, I have discussed about this in my Dashera special video, especially if it comes to RSI. I'll just quickly show that to you again. This is Nifty silver. Even if you check on a weekly chart, look at where it has gone. It's a weekly chart and RSI is at 86. Huge. RSI above 86 is, I mean, it ideally has to cool off, but looking at the festivities, maybe post Diwali, but after Diwali, of course, there's a wedding season, but I feel somewhere it should cool off a little bit. It has gone like anything. Even if you check gold futures and check the RSI on a weekly time frame, 84. So be careful. That's what I've been saying. That I'm not saying that stop investing in gold. Is that anyone who is doing SIPs? I mean, that's not a bad thing to continue your SIPs. But anyone who is thinking of doing a major lump sum investment in gold or silver right now, I don't think that's a good idea. Okay. Prathamesh, Rachana Ranade. Okay. Thanks for the great videos. Could you please suggest the best dynamic filters for identifying potential multi-bagger stocks in a screener? Okay. Multi-bagger stocks, of course, you can put your own thought process. See, ideally, I say that your revenue CAGR has to be good. Profit CAGR has to be better than revenue CAGR. Your ROE, ROC should be on a higher side. I mean, typically we say it should be at least 15, but going for at least more than 20, tabhi maza aega. Try to see whether operating profit margins are increasing or not. Exact percentages you can define for yourself, but these are 4-5 points that you must see. Top line increasing at a good CAGR, profits increase at a higher CAGR as compared to top line. OPM is continuously increasing, ROE, ROC grow at least 20%. That's okay. Okay. Hassan says, gold bees hit 100. Do you think it's the right time to book long-term profits? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? I mean, I feel from here, the upside, I mean, zooming from here looks a little bit difficult. Somewhere it should consolidate, or maybe a small pullback is what I feel. Praveen says, if we have Canara Robeco mutual fund and is there any category to apply for Canara? I don't think there's a separate category. You'll just have to apply normally, maybe RI or HNI. IOC cup and handle pattern. Please check, ma'am. Everyone, check IOC cup and handle. Shriram, if you're talking about daily, just check. Please, one in Thane, Hargar investor. We will try, definitely. Okay. I think this is it. It's almost 9:30 and I just can see my bed right now, which is right there. The moment I shut down this live stream, I'm just going to crash on my bed, is what I feel. I'm that tired right now. And tomorrow night, I leave for Hyderabad. We have the Hyderabad event back to back on Saturday. Next week, I'm going to Qatar for an event. So it's packed. Love the schedule. Sometimes get tired. That's for a fact. I'm a human being, right? So anyways, before I close off today's live stream, as I mentioned, Hargar Investor, so many people have already booked. There are a few seats remaining on the sides, few remaining here. And anyone who wants to book with 100 rupees off, I'm going to put the link of Razorpay in the pinned comment description box. You can quickly join in, quickly book your seats, and it'll be fun to see you all and interact with you all, right? I'll see you in the next live stream, next Thursday live stream. Till then, take care. Jai Hind and bye-bye.